I'm not gonna lie, I love it when I start off a video and I have a severe or an emergency. More an emergency than a severe, but I love it whenever I have one of these really rare finds to start off a video. And today we have Ron Weasley. Look at Ron. And he's got himself trapped. Now again, this is not one of my better spells that I cast. Incendio, I believe is what it is. But with severes, I highly recommend you use potions. You don't see these often enough. The only question is do you want to use the strong or do you want to use the potent Extimulo potion? So I think I'm just going to go with the strong. Although, I'm not. I'm just going to go with the potent. It's there for a reason. I can always brew more. And you could use a dottle draft if you want to. I save mine for emergencies because I'm willing to take the chance that the severe will flee. No! Rip! Ah! Oh, this hurts. This hurts. Today's video is going to be about the do's and don'ts of the Potter Calamity Brilliant Event, and this is not on my list, but don't, number one, above everything else, don't go out to do encounters when you have no spell energy. Like I just did. Alright, so that was a 100 coin lesson right there, and hopefully it pays off. If this flees, then that was a very expensive. Oh, it's gonna be a one-hitter quitter. Alright, one and done. I did use the best Extimulo potion available, but it was a severe. So it's up to you to decide, do you want to risk it fleeing or do you want to go ahead and give yourself the best opportunity to overcome the confoundable. This now gives me 4 out of 11 fragments for the blocker, Ron Weasley, the Quidditch keeper, Ron Weasley. A couple things before I get into today's video. Like I already mentioned before, this is going to be do's and don'ts of the Potter Calamity Brilliant Event. When you're watching this on Thursday morning, I'm going to be on a train on my way to San Diego, and in case you don't know, Comic-Con is happening in San Diego, so I'm really excited about this. It's my very first Comic-Con ever, and since WB is providing stuff for me, I guess I have to say that this is sponsored by WB, just to be safe on the legalities of everything. If you are headed down, we are going to do some kind of a big meetup. I don't know exactly who else is going to be there. No, Pokemaster Holly is confirmed to be there. No, Lynette from Wizards PhD is going to be there. I'm sure there are going to be some meetups for Community Day at least. Also, Friday from 2 to 3 at Comic-Con, there's going to be some kind of a Harry Potter immersive experience panel. No idea what's entailed with that, but I'm excited to find out. I will be there. I hope to see you guys there. Maybe we can get together. I'm really dying to take on some fortresses. Plus, we have Community Day on Saturday. Plus, we have this event going. It is going to be a full Harry Potter Wizards Unite weekend that I'm extremely excited for. Oh my gosh, like there is stuff spawning everywhere. I do have some key portmanteaus to open up. We will get into all of this. Today's video, do's, don'ts, Brilliant Event. Let's get it. The information I'm going to provide in this video is general guidance. It's not rules as far as this in any kind of sequential order. I'm just going to give you the information however I decide to cut it up in post-production. But this is going to be the first one since I'm still in this place and we just caught the Quidditch keeper Ron. The first don't is going to be, don't look for brilliant spawns in nest areas. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you see a flag, the highlighted area that flag encompasses is a nest area. Don't hunt brilliants there because they're not going to spawn. As you can see, I have plenty of spawns in my general vicinity. Not a single one is a brilliant. If you watched yesterday's video, I'll put a link to it here, but you will also notice in that video I was at a Hogwarts school nest and it took me a minute to realize, oh yeah, I'm in a nest. You cannot get brilliant foundables in nest areas. So in order to complete this brilliant event, you're going to have to know, where do I go to get the items to complete my registry? The way that you're going to find out what is in the registry, you're going to go to your suitcase, then you're going to go to your registry, and then you're going to go to events. That's the easiest way I know to tell you to get there. And so what you're going to have is you're going to have the Brilliant Quidditch Captain Harry. That is going to be foundable out in the wild. Same thing for the Brilliant Hedwig. Both of those are going to be in the wild, obviously, and that is why those are the 2 items that I have completely filled in at this point. And as you can tell on my screen here, or as you could just tell on my screen here, you can attract the brilliant spawns off of dark detectors. So keep that in mind if you are having a hard time finding them. Like, there's a bunch on my screen right now, and I know that that's not the case for everybody, so keep that in mind. If you are somewhere where you're not getting a lot of the spawns, try using dark detectors. The next item that you're going to need to complete for your registry is Harry's Weasley Jumper. Now, this is going to be done through Wizarding Challenges, but a word of caution. Apparently, the drop rate on them is not quite what it's supposed to be. I had 11 runestones when I started battling fortresses. I'm now out of runestones, and I have just 1 of the 3 fragments that I need. If it is early in this event when you're watching this video, it might be worth your time to go ahead and hold off on battling these fortresses until we find out more information as far as if drop rates are going to be changed. If you don't hear in a day or so that drop rates are going to be changed, my best advice, and a do that I didn't originally have on my list, is going to be battle fortresses early, battle fortresses often. Also, with that, you're going to want to grind away at the spawns because you're going to need a lot of runestones. If it's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 out of 10, like a 10% drop rate, you're going to need 30 runestones. Also, going along with the Wizarding Challenges or the fortresses, I would say don't tax yourself on the level that you choose. Like, don't use a level that you're going to have to be potion intensive on, but use one that is not just the base level. Yeah, you can smack through them, go level 1, just grind, a couple hits, knock them out, move on to the next one. But I think you can probably get better XP and better rewards if you challenge yourself just a little bit. For me personally, I would say that somewhere in the neighborhood of the level chamber tower 4 or runes chamber 4 is going to be kind of my sweet spot. Of it's challenging enough that I'm going to get decent rewards, but not so challenging that I ever need to use potions. But then again, you could just plow right through it if you so chose. I just think you should maximize your time spent. The next item in the Brilliant Gryffindor Dormitory is going to be Harry's trunk. The way you're going to get this is through 7K portmanteau port keys, and it is only the 7Ks. The good news is, if you did have some left over from your previous event, those are actually going to be usable for this. But it's kind of weird because when you use these port keys, as you see, I'm in the Forbidden Forest for the previous event, except I am going to get Harry's school trunk instead of what was previously, what was it, the Snargaluff. So if you do have those left over, that is going to be a good way to do it. If not, you will have to open up 3 7K port keys with the new event. And I actually don't even know what the new port key looks like, so no spoilers, but as you can see, I was awarded the trunk for that one. Since I had 3 left over from the previous event, I actually did not have to open up any of the new ones in order to complete Harry's school trunk. So now I'm going to place this in my registry, consider that completed. And with that, I was able to secure an additional runestone. So now I have 2 that I'm gonna hold on for at least a day to see if any information comes out about the fortresses. The final 2 items are going to be Harry's Triwizard Cup uniform and mismatched socks. These are going to be obtained through tasks. And what I mean by that is, if you go to your calendar there on the far side and you look at special, it'll show special assignments, the tasks that you have for this particular event. And the reason why I'm running a dark detector here is because I need a Legends of Hogwarts family foundable in order to complete that, and then I will get the mismatched socks. And then for the Wizard's Tri-Cup uniform, that will come after you complete the 4th and final level, basically completing the entire event. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something, and until next time.